So if it's a new growler, somebody's buying the glass for the first time, and it's been stored, at the bar with the lid on it, you're probably okay just filling it directly from the faucet. If it's a glass that didn't have the lid on it when it was stored, or if it's one of the growlers that a guest brought in to be refilled, definitely want to give it a quick rinse before you go ahead and fill it. Now, you've probably seen growlers filled in other brew pubs or craft breweries where they'll stick a hose onto the faucet. Luckily, here at Gordon Biersch, we have these flow control Chelly towers that allow us to more gently fill and control the flow as it's going in so it doesn't agitate up and you don't generate so much foam. That's the reason people use the hoses. So you want to really try to avoid actually shoving the nozzle of the faucet into the glass. And keep in mind that if you were filling a bottle in a production brewery that was meant to last on the shelf for months on end, you would be vacuuming out the oxygen and pushing CO2 in and vacuuming it back out and pushing fresh CO2 in. You want to fill without CO2, so the goal is the same for us. Although you're filling slowly to avoid the foam, at the very end, you're going to want to have some foam there because you want to cap on the foam in that the foam as it pushes out, that's a CO2 environment, will keep the excess oxygen from mixing with the beer and causing it to go bad. Although, really, this beer is meant to be consumed right away. It's probably going to be good for a couple weeks or so if it's capped and refrigerated. But after it's opened, you really want to drink that beer fairly soon. Whoop, there we go. Capping on foam, so it will help it last. Again, once it's opened, it's going to release the CO2 and it's going to go flat and start to oxidize. So if you're drinking it that night, you might want to wake up and finish it off in the morning if you still had some left. I like to rinse it off with a little soda water from the gun. Give it a good wipe down with a bar towel. You're good to go. Wonderful beer in your own home. Genius.